Lesson 5. Treatment for binge eating disorder. Seeking help. If an individual believes they could be experiencing symptoms of BED, it is crucial that they promptly seek professional help. One might choose to discuss their concerns with a medical doctor or make an appointment with a counselor. It is normal for one to be hesitant to ask for help at first. Many individuals feel ashamed or embarrassed about their problem, as if something is wrong with them. In reality, they are battling with a mental disorder that is not their fault. They may also have reservations about working with a therapist out of certain biases or simply fear of the unknown. If one does not yet feel comfortable disclosing their binge eating behavior with a professional, sharing with a close friend or family member is a good first step. Admitting to oneself that there appears to be an issue and being able to voice it is a significant step in the right direction. Letting someone in is important to receive initial support and encouragement in the beginning of the recovery process. It is possible that concerns around binge eating may be met with negative or judgmental reactions. Much of this reaction is likely due to the stigma surrounding the phrase binge eating that still makes the behavior out to be a gluttonous decision. Since eating disorders and other matters of mental health are taboo in our culture and are not talked about as openly as is necessary, there is still so much shame as well as misinformation. An individual must not take the reactions of their loved ones personally, recognizing that what is spoken or not spoken stems from fear and helplessness. It is tremendously difficult to witness a friend or family member battling a serious issue, wanting nothing more than to take away the pain, but ultimately being unable to. There is also a lack of education about the appropriate way to show care and concern for another person in their mental disarray. Upon a loved one sharing their distress around binge eating behavior, the most helpful response is to listen. Individuals with BED are already fighting against such intense self-shame. All they need from others is a space to openly be where they are at without judgment. Their disclosure is not about wanting a quick fix or to be told, it's all okay because eating too much isn't that serious of a problem. It is important for an individual to validate their loved one's experiences, offer encouragement and hope, and direct them towards seeking professional help. Types of psychotherapy. For many mental disorders, BED included, traditional talk therapy, or psychotherapy, is the primary intervention used. Types of psychotherapy which have been proved helpful in treating BED include cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, interpersonal therapy, IPT, and dialectal behavior therapy, DBT. The most widely used form of therapy for BED is cognitive behavioral therapy. The aim of CBT is to explore how an individual's thoughts and emotions influence their behaviors. A therapist will aid in helping an individual understand any dysfunctional mindsets and thought patterns that are triggering binge eating. The cognitive portion of CBT will challenge an individual's irrational thoughts and mindsets, such as black and white thinking. CBT also prioritizes behavioral change as a way to restore one's regular eating patterns and to help them recognize triggers for binge eating, as well as utilize healthier coping mechanisms. As CBT is also one of the most common types of therapy for treating anxiety and depression, targeting these coexisting conditions, if present, can also serve to alleviate binge eating behavior. Another form of therapy that may be helpful in treating BED is called interpersonal therapy, IPT. This technique focuses on mending significant relationships which are evoking distress in an individual's life by repairing one's familial ties or social networks. There has been proven to be significant relief in one's BED symptoms. Family therapy may also be needed to help a family unit understand how best to support their loved one. A therapist will facilitate the exploration of family dynamics, which could be feeding into the individual's disordered behavior. From there, family members can come alongside their loved one, providing an atmosphere which promotes healthy attitudes and behaviors around food and weight. Dialectal behavior therapy, DBT, which is centered on emotional regulation, interpersonal effectiveness, distress tolerance, and mindfulness, has been shown to have positive results in helping individuals heal from BED. This form of therapy emphasizes an individual developing the ability to sit with their unpleasant feelings. Many mindfulness ideas are incorporated, including teaching an individual to experience their emotions fully, without judgment, and finding ways to be aware of and managing stress and anxiety. Other interventions. There is no evidence to support that medication alone is an effective method for treating BED. Much of recovery from the illness involves exploring the deeper thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes contributing to the compulsive behavior. Still, some individuals may find that medication accompanied by psychotherapy works to decrease the frequency and severity of binge eating episodes. The medication route may not be the appropriate plan of action for every individual who struggles with BED, but it may be something to consider with a treatment professional if it might benefit an individual's unique situation. In February 2015, the first medication was approved for treating BED. The drug Vyvanse, lisdexamfetamine, acts as a central nervous system stimulant known for treating attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Studies have shown that Vyvanse lessens the severity of binge eating episodes for some individuals with the disorder. It is thought to control the impulsive behavior leading to binge eating. The medication is not intended for weight loss or to control weight in any way. Though Vyvanse is the only medication currently approved in the treatment of BED, one may be prescribed medications off-label to alleviate their symptoms. Anti-seizure medications, such as Topamax and various types of antidepressants, have displayed the ability to decrease binge eating episodes as well. Those who are prescribed antidepressants to manage depression or anxiety may find that taking this medication does impact their eating behavior. It is not uncommon for one actively taking an antidepressant, such as a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, or SSRI, to see a decreased frequency and severity of binge eating episodes. It is hard to say if this outcome is due to the medication altering biological imbalances in the brain that contribute to BED, or because of reduced depression and anxiety, or both. Individuals living with BED may find that addressing depression and anxiety also reduces binge eating behavior. Another route an individual may choose to take is joining Overeaters Anonymous, OA, modeled after the structure of AA. One first will admit that they are powerless over food and their life has become unmanageable. Through turning their lives over to a higher power, searching their own hearts, and asking for forgiveness from others, one will arrive at a spiritual and emotional peace that allows for abstinence from compulsive overeating. Attending OA meetings also provides a sense of an understanding among people with similar experiences and struggles. Any support group centered on disordered eating difficulties would offer this community aspect. There is so much peace when one realizes they are not alone and can connect with those who relate with the complexity of BED. There are a myriad of self-help books available for individuals who do not yet feel ready to meet with a therapist or join a support community. While it is crucial for one to seek professional help and involve others in the recovery process, it is better for an individual to be addressing the issue on their own than ignoring the problem. One may find that they are able to do a tremendous amount of self-discovery on their own, diving into their past and what underlying factors could have played into the development of BED. They may seek God to fill the emotional emptiness they are experiencing and begin to see healing in this way. Whatever works for an individual is valid. What is important is that they are moving closer to wholeness, whether it is through working with a therapist, confiding in a friend or group, connecting with one's faith, medications that make it a little better, or another method. Another important part of one's recovery is developing healthier coping mechanisms for times of distress when they feel the urge to binge eat.